business houses, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum and a very good late morning. I think today is a great day for me and obviously for all of us. Here is a galaxy of people belonging to various walks of life, and you can tell from their faces that they have been deeply involved and absorbed throughout the proceedings of today. I will not go into repetition. A brilliant presentation was made by Dr. Musaddiq Malik, and a very wonderful speech by our brother from Saudi Arabia. Captain Mahmood made his points very well, and Mr. Mark Bistro spoke in a very frank manner and a very heartwarming and heart-touching speech from the Chief Army Staff. So I will just stick to a few points because there's hardly anything more I can add on to their brilliance and extremely well articulated points. As it has been said that this has been a journey of 75 years, it has been mentioned that we have with us deposits worth $6 trillion. $6 trillion. Imagine $6 trillion, and yet where we stand today. I will just make a few points to explain my point of view. For example, Pakistan Steel Mills was established back in 70s with Russian support, and its entire raw material was always imported. There was, and there is, and there shall always be Kalabagh iron ore, which was probably touched and then forgotten. And there is no question about it that whatever iron content this Kalabagh iron ore had, today's technology and today's expertise could have and can easily convert into a raw material for steel plants in the shape of pellets or in other forms. Ricodec, another case in point. Without going into details, there was a penalty of $10 billion imposed on Pakistan. And God forbid, had this been imposed upon us and had we been forced to execute it, we would have lost our entire foreign exchange and yet not have been able to meet this challenge. Look at Tharcoal, the largest or one of the largest coal deposits around the globe. Alhamdulillah, today one can say with a sense of pride and achievement that this has been now converted into wealth for Pakistan. But where were we as a nation for the last 75 years? Were we beholden to certain cartels or not able to explore this huge wealth of Pakistan for the well-being of the people of Pakistan for certain pressures, political reasons, or what? Is a question to be looked into deeply. Look at Cheniot iron ore, another deposit which belongs to the poor people of Pakistan and was subjected to worst kind of pilferage and corruption and corrupt practices. I will not mention names here because that is not the intent and purpose of this meeting. Because today is the day to learn our lesson from the past and now move forward in unison. But let me say a couple of things about Cheniot iron ore. It was the project, the entire project was handed over on a platter to a Pakistani residing in overseas, relative to one of those very influential people at that point in time, had no credentials, had no business history, and there was no bidding. It was simply handed over to him. And then what happened was that there was government changed, the matter was taken, the contract was rescinded, the matter went to the court of law. It took years, and finally the court of law decided that this was nothing but loot and plunder of the resources of the poor people of Pakistan. And then the matter went to Supreme Court, and that gentleman withdrew his application or petition or appeal, and nothing happened. NAB was nabbing only those who were opposed to the government of the day, and not those who had looted and plundered the scarce wealth of the people of Pakistan. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the story, heart-wrenching story of our journey of 75 years. You cannot blame anybody else except our own self. Those governments, those who are given the responsibility of serving the cause of the people of Pakistan. So this is how we have wasted time, resources and energies which should have been dedicated for the well-being and prosperity of the people of Pakistan. Today is a day, I would say, that these wonderful speeches, presentations, now have to be converted into action. Because certainly in the past, many such events were organized, speeches were made, papers were read, presentation made, and when it came to the question of implementation, it was what I told you a minute ago, how a record was derailed, Tharkol, and so on and so forth. And I think, ladies and gentlemen, believe me, And this I'm saying without any fear of contradiction, that if we decide today that what we have seen in this presentation, what has been spoken about, if this can be converted in letter and spirit, then I'm telling you, this nation will find its lost place by the grace of God in the next few years, through hard work and through untiring efforts. And that is why I want to come to the point now. But before that, I would like to thank my brother, Minister from Saudi Arabia, for his heartwarming comments about our friendship, our brotherhood, our fraternity, which is absolutely beyond any ray of doubt. Saudi Arabia and Pakistan are two brotherly countries and have always stood by each other through thick and thin and supported the cause of both the countries at every forum and at every moment. The most recent example is your support to Pakistan to achieve IMF program. You contributed $2 billion to meet the gap, which was so vital for Pakistan's survival. And my brother, on behalf of the people of Pakistan and my government, I'd like to thank you and convey my sincere gratitude to my brother, His Royal Highness Mohammed bin Salman, for his wonderful cooperation at this hour of need. Thank you very much.